One Punch! Yo, welcome back. We're talking about One Punch Man, Season 3, or One Punch Man as a whole, because it's been kind of irking me. Some of the conversations that's been going on online, offline, on Twitter, whatever. I don't engage in that kind of stuff, but there's been a lot of disappointment this year for me personally. One of them being The Running Man. I was really looking forward to that movie, and that movie fucking sucked. I'm still not over that. And the other one is One Punch Man season 3. Now, I want to talk about the conversations that have been going on, but also the expectations. What we really thought we were gonna get. This is not gonna be a long video, unless I get angry. I do have my notes on my phone, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm doing that because I'm stupid. But yeah, let's just talk about it real quick, because a few days ago, episode 8 came out, and the switch up is real. People are switching up. It wasn't, amazing. It wasn't. Well, okay, hold on. Getting into it myself. So it was a really, really good episode, but people are giving it a lot lower of an episode than what it needs to be. And I just want to talk about how this season has been going as a whole, because I have been watching. I haven't been reacting because I knew the signs were there. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be that good, but I also didn't want to trash it every week, which is what a lot of people are doing. And rightfully so, but I think it's getting to a point where it's kind of performative, or it's kind of like overly hating, because everyone else is just like, oh my God, oh my goodness. Look at him, look at Garo sliding down the fucking hill on one frame of animation. It's like, okay. So we get it. I get it. Okay. But let me just show you, or let me just talk about where that frustration comes from, for me personally, and where we kind of are now, because it's very gray. It's very, you know, where do you stand with One Punch Man right now? Okay. So what is performative, right? Is it like going with the flow? Is it like Little Yachty showing up to courtside on a basketball game on a PSP with playing Hello Kitty, showing it to the camera, and like, or is it like going to a coffee shop, opening up a manga or some other random ass book on the very first page? Maybe Comey can't communicate, whatever, right? It's pretending like you feel a certain way, but you don't, or you're living a lifestyle that you don't. And I feel like a lot of people are overhitting on season 3 of One Punch Man, just for the clicks, or just to be a part of the conversation, because it is fun. Like, there's a lot of nihilism in the world. There's a lot of things to be mad at, but we're talking about first world problems. Okay, we're talking about an anime where the animation could be a lot better, and people are just going crazy over it, going in on it because it's funny. And I'm not gonna lie, this shit is really funny, but I think it's getting to a point, or it did get to a point where I was like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, this is one of my favorite anime of all time. Season 1 is generational. It's one of the things that I recommend to people who don't watch anime to watch anime, and then hopefully get them hooked, because One Punch Man season 1 is just, it's up there with Death Note in terms of like gateway anime to get people in it. You know what I mean? And so it's been a long ride. It's been a bumpy ride. So I remember seeing the trailers coming out, and you could just tell JC staff, because season 2, looking back on it now, season 2 was not that bad. Okay, season 2 had some hiccups, some one frame man stuff, but not to the level that it was this season up until episode 8, right? So I remember looking back and being like, okay, Genos looks kind of weird, but at least they animated him, or at least they gave his armor like really cool CGI. I'm not a complete big hater on the CGI, but I think deep down we do love the animation, but the story is really good. Like, it's not the most crazy out there, make you think like something's happening, think change your life or whatever, but like, there is a story that is engaging, and the animation just brought it to another level. And because people always talk about what villains can we put in here to go against Saitama, because Saitama was just gonna one shot everybody. And I remember thinking that before I even read One Punch Man, because I read it before the anime came out, like right before the anime came out, season 1. And I was like, man, how good could it be, like, just one shotting enemies? And every time it happens is good. Like, I enjoy it every time. Even if it's gonna happen, if you know, he's just gonna, one punch everybody. And it's always enjoyable. It's either funny, it's either super epic, and everyone's just waiting for Saitama to show up. Everyone else gets their shine. Same thing with the Monster Association arc that's happening now. The stuff that we're gonna get eventually, bro, bro, the Garo hype is real, and if Saitama didn't exist, Garo would be a problem. But there's still so much to enjoy out of this show, and it's unfortunate that the animation dipped as much as it did, and then there was a lot of hate for it. But I do think it's justified because same thing happened to what's it called, Blue Lock. I haven't picked it up yet. I watched season 1, but I know like the last episode is like crazy. I see edits of that everywhere. But the first like few episodes were edited by like one guy, so it's understandable. And so I always chalk it up to the fact that there's always something else going on in the background, above the animation studios. That's like not their fault. It's not the animators' fault. It's the deadlines. The amount of time those motherfuckers don't go home. They be living in that studio and drawing this One Punch Man. Okay. And it's just I just chalk it up to the fact that I don't know what's going on half the time, and I don't understand people who go after the animators like online on Twitter. That's insane. I have to remind myself that there's kids on there. Like kids are on the internet just typing away like no one sees them, like we can't see right through you. And they're ruthless. If anyone's been around a child, motherfuckers are ruthless. Motherfuckers are ruthless. So it's just been bad all around. But since episode 8 dropped, so okay. Let's talk about episode 8 because I feel like a lot of reactors that I was watching, they dropped it right before this episode. They dropped it like maybe 2 episodes ago. It was the one where the PNGs were attacking everybody. It was Captain Mizuki, it was all these other side characters just running, and it's the speed lines, and they get a little closer, and then they're like, what the fuck? And it's very understandable, like how you would want to drop it. People who haven't read it, especially, they're like, oh man, this ain't the same. This, we waited 6 years for this, and this is what we get. This is what we get. It's very unfortunate, but the amount of stuff, because I know what's going to happen. I know the stuff that's coming, and the fact that, the animation's not really keeping up, it's understandable. Okay, I get it. I fucking get it. But episode 8 showed that JC staff got the balls, okay? They got the shit. They got some talented people over there. They don't got Vincent Chancellor all the time. I don't think they have him at all. But I feel like we're so used to good animation when it comes to like JJK or Gotcha Kuda or fucking, which I still need to watch, or fucking One Piece, even on a weekly basis, gets all these crazy animators from Toei, like Vincent and Mappa, that were kind of spoiled. So, I mean, even, fuck, dude. It's hard to defend this show sometimes because of how lackluster the first few episodes are. But episode 8 shows that JC staff, they got that dog in them. They got that motherfucking dog in them. And I think eventually, once it gets to like the bigger moments, they'll definitely put their whole Badussi into those episodes. Because look, if I were in charge of JC staff and there is some overlord on top of me being like, you got like $12. $12 per episode. Use it wisely. But that last episode, $500. What you gonna use it on? I'm gonna use it on Flashy Flash, the dude who runs super fucking fast and who has speed blitzes and has to fight all these crazy, monster people that are just as fast as he is. We're gonna go crazy on that episode. And then everything before that, 7 episodes before that, where everyone's just talking about, let's go here, let's do this, let's have a meeting about this, and Child Emperor's like, why doesn't nobody listen to me? It's fine. If I had the choice, I would allocate the crazy amount of money, or the time, or whatever, however it works, I don't know, to those bigger episodes where everyone's just fighting. And I know we have a lot of like PNG fights with Monster King Orochi, with Garo sliding down this hill. Yeah, we're gonna have to make some sacrifices. I don't know how many episodes are left in this season, but I hope people pick it back up. This is my little rant on One Punch Man. Please don't give it up. Please Stop being so mean. Stop being so mean to the animators. They're being held against their will. They haven't eaten in a week. These motherfuckers probably haven't bathed. Shout out to those guys. But yeah, that's just my little rant on One Punch Man. Don't go crazy out there. Just watch the show. We're all just anime fans. We get it. We get it. You know what I'm saying? We just chill like that. We're just chill like that. We're not crazy like those Stranger Things fans. We're not crazy like those people, right? Anyways, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Peace!